Shelby. Obviously, this is the 101st meeting, a rivalry that goes way back.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is sponsored by HSI Land Clearing and Development, Quality Fence Solutions, Jolly Realty, Innovative Pools,
Good evening. Welcome to Mountaineer Football tonight. I'm Drew Fulton along with Lamont Littlejohn, Craig Short, Jeff Johnson, and my son A.J. Fulton on the camera tonight. I got some stats to give you. Currently, Craig's on his way, but Lamont's here with me. Lamont, I got a few stats for you. We're about to start our third season of the streaming broadcast. This is also the start of 100 years of Mountaineer football and 101st meeting of Kings Mountain and Shelby. Give me your reaction. What was your feeling all day today?
Well, ready to play this football game. I think is ever since last year we took that L and they beat us pretty well, last year, and I think our guys are ready. So, it's now or never. It's put up or shut up. So, it's time to go.
Well, we've got a great show for you. I think we got a good pregame, and then we're going to have the kickoff at 7:30 here on KMHS Sports on your YouTube channel. So make sure you stay with us. We've got all kind of stuff to talk about, and I've still got some stuff I am trying to get going here. So stay with us right here on KMHS Sports, brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club.
Welcome to the Mountaineer Football Pregame Show with Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, and Craig Short, brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and KMHS Sports.
Back here live at Blanton Memorial Stadium as we get ready to kick off in about 46 minutes here from George Blanton Memorial Stadium. Guys, earlier in the week, the Shelby Star, Lamont had an article that featured home field advantage around Cleveland and Gaston County. They claim the Golden Lions are 84.2% of the games here at home they win. That's a record of 64-12 here at home. They've won the last 9 games here in Blanton Memorial Stadium. Lamont, give me your reaction to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough place to play, no doubt. If you look around, you see all these banners, these state championships. I mean, they are the ones to beat. They've been the best in our county for a while. It's been between really them and Crest. It seemed like it's tilted toward Shelby for the last couple of years. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. We got to play our A game. We can't beat ourselves. We got to make sure we don't have any turnovers. And we can't give up big plays. I mean, Shelby's going to be athletic. They're going to make big plays, but we cannot give up a lot of big plays.
Well, let's talk about Shelby here for a second as we talk about them first or pick on them first. A big difference between these two offenses. Kings Mountain seems to be a run-first, pass-second offense. Shelby will put it in the air. I expect the first play of scrimmage to be in the air.
Yeah, Shelby going to pass it 90% of the time. That's their DNA. That's what they do. They work on passing. If they have a 2-hour practice, they are working on passing for an hour and 45 minutes. That's what they do. So we have got to stop the passing game. We cannot give anything up. We got to keep those receivers. They're athletic. They're fast. We got to keep them in front of us. If we give them momentum they get some, they feel like they can beat us, and I mean, it may get ugly here, but I just believe our defense is going to prevail tonight.
Well, the Golden Lions, of course, has a lot of veterans on their offense, including their quarterback, Dalen Lee. They got some running backs that returned this year, some wide receivers. What they're missing, though, is they graduated a big ton of their defense. Now, that defense is fast.
Right.
But give a little comment to the defense that they're going to be they're going to have here tonight.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key people on their defense, but mainly Malachi Hamrick, who's at Chapel Hill playing for the Tar Heels, and Santana Hopper, I think that's his name. He's playing with up there at Appalachian State. That was really their anchors last year. I mean, they had like some guys in the DBs, some athletes, but those two were the anchors. So if we play mistake-free on offense, we should be able to move the ball, especially with our running game, and then let our running game develop our passing game. And so, but defense, I think, hopefully, I think Coach Wilson was working on some stuff this week. Hopefully, we give Dalen Lee, who is, picked preseason #1 quarterback, especially in the two-way, top 5 quarterback in the state. Give him, make him think back there. Get him in some pressure
Lee's a big target. A senior, 6'5". They got him listed as 195. That's a big kid.
Yeah, he is. But I believe the key is we got to put pressure. I saw last week when Reagan put pressure on him, they rushed him. If we can get pressure on him now, if he sits back there and we give him time, he's going to eat us up because his receiver's going to keep moving. And so we got to keep pressure on him all night.
Lamont, let's take a break real quick and honor our sponsors. You've got Mountaineer Football Pregame right here, brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and KMHS Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Mountaineer Football Pregame Show with Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, and Craig Short. Brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and KMHS Sports.
Back here live from George Blunt Memorial Stadium, Drew Fulton along with Lamont Littlejohn, Jeff Johnson, waiting for the arrival of Craig Short, probably stuck in some of that traffic. You said that the traffic was backed up past Walmart.
He said he was going to be at 10 minutes. If he was not at Walmart and at New Ingalls, he's 20, 30 minutes away. He's stuck in that traffic. It's brutal.
Well, guys, let's talk about Kings Mountain for a minute. Veteran quarterback, Lamont Littlejohn, he'll be the field general tonight. Got a stable of running backs. Now, that's something I wanted to visit. The last few years, that's been the case. We've had 2, 3, 4 running backs,
right.
Kind of by committee.
Yeah.
Speak to that a little bit. I mean, is that good? Do you want to have that one back that you depend on?
No,
or?
You don't, because what's happened the last couple of years has bit us, especially with Rashad Brooks. When we just continue to give one running back 25, 30 carries, that's a lot of hitting, and he's taken a lot of licks throughout the season. And we have seen the last 2 seasons that has not helped us to be sustainable. We have, like you said, Drew, a stable of capable running backs, and all of them are fast and quick.
Well, out of the, I think I've seen 6 of them. Do you think that you'll see one of them the primary back tonight?
Most definitely. I think, your Caleb Holland is going to be your primary, followed by Rob Kendrick. But, I think those 2 are going to be your main, but you still have Finkster, and you still have Teddy Jeffries, who's the transfer from Hunter Huss.
Well, guys, Craig Short just joined the crew. He finally made it through traffic.
Oh, yeah, he made it through that brutal traffic. Welcome, brother.
Craig, he's trying to get his headset on and take a breath all at the same time.
Let me tell you something. I just broke about, I don't know how many traffic laws, and I'm a deacon, so that's not good. Right. Sorry, Lord.
That's all right.
But I got here in one piece. I was delivering something for Drew.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm ready for some football, man.
I know, right?
You should see the line of traffic
it's crazy.
back down 74. It's unbelievable.
I knew it.
Well, guys, let's take a break for a few minutes. We've got a short interview with head coach we were able to get Monday night from the coaches show. We'll see that. We'll come back with more of the Mountaineer pregame brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and KMHS Sports right after this.
Welcome to the Mountaineer Football Pregame Show with Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, and Craig Short. Brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and KMHS Sports.
Shelby. Obviously, this is the 101st meeting, a rivalry that goes way back in Cleveland County football, and no doubt it's one that for Shelby fans and Kings Mountain fans is one that's the players as well circled on the calendar. I know as a coach it's also one that it's a non-conference game you want to get beyond, but in general, Shelby, what's your impressions as we head into Friday night?
Well, they're a typical Shelby team. They're fast, excellent quarterback and receivers. I mean, one of their offensive team is as good as anybody. And defensively, they really run to the ball. We're impressed with those guys. They're quick. And then a good kicking game. Their place kicker and punter, same guy. He does a great job. They're well coached as always, and they're winners. They expect to win, and they're a tough team to play. We've played them really tough, the last 5 and 6 years. They've got the best of us some. We've got them a couple of times. So I mean, it's been a really competitive series. Last year they held us pretty easily, but hopefully we'll play a little better this week. But it's going to be a great challenge, and they're one of the best teams in the state, regardless of classification.
So we're heading to Shelby. We lost last season at home, but we're traveling to Shelby. To your players this week, what are some of the challenges you face as coaches to prepare them to go in? I mean, it's truly perhaps one of the most hostile environments that you're going to play in all season. How do you as coaches prepare your players going into Shelby to play?
Yeah, it's a tough place to play. We've not, hardly anybody's had a lot of success there, truthfully. And we have not. We've played some good games over there with them and lost some close ones, but they've also whipped us pretty good too. So it's a challenging place to play, and like I said, they're always ready to play. They just do such a great job with their program, and expecting to do well, expecting to win, and they defend their home field very well, just like I believe we do here at Kings Mountain. So I know they take pride in their home field, and it's a tough place to play, but it's a 100-yard field, and you got to play, and regardless of where you play, you got to get out there and make plays, and that's what we talk to our players about, and we expect them to get out there and play as hard as they can, and execute the game plan as well as they can, and we'll just see what happens.
Coach, I know last season we talked a lot before games about really not hurting yourself. So I know that early in the season, our first game, you got some of the jitters, but also the Jamboree, you're able to work out some of the, you don't want to hurt yourself with turnovers.
No doubt, and that's what hurt us Friday in the Jamboree. So hopefully we got some of that out of our system. We're only, a little over a week in full pads now, so it's really early to play a game, especially a big game like this against a great opponent, but it'll be a good learning experience. We've got a very tough non-conference schedule. And I think everybody's goal is to compete in their conference, win their conference, to get a high seed. So, this will only help us get ready to play in the Big South.
Were you able, the Jamboree, I know Shelby was here at the Jamboree and played a couple quarters. Were you able as coaches to scout a little bit? Of course,
sure.
No coach is going to show their whole,
we watched them up close, very impressive. They played a very good Reagan team, and I mean, that was a very good scrimmage, two really good teams on the field. And, Shelby, they're as good as anybody.
Would you say going into the game Friday night, any outstanding keys to the game that are really going to?
Oh, it's just play. We just got to play smart, take care of the ball. We can't give them a bunch of big plays. They're capable of making big plays. We've got to try to eliminate that, make them drive the field. And of course, it'd be nice if we keep the ball away from them some and sustain some drives and churn some clock away. But I tell you, it's easier said than done. But our players will be excited. This is why you practice and lift weights and play and come out for football is for games like this. So we're excited about the opportunity and look forward to the challenge.
Well, no doubt, as we saw deep in the playoff round last year, the Mountaineer fans travel really well. So if you could say a word to our Mountaineer fans about, especially those that are going to be there Friday night, what would you say to them?
Well, we need. I know they'll be there. So I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here, but I know they'll be there in full force, pulling for their team, and that goes a long way. And I know Shelby will have a big crowd. I expect it to be a great environment for high school football. Like I said, that's why you want to get out there and play and compete. You want to compete against great teams and coaches, and we just look forward to the challenge, and it's going to be fun, and I'm excited for us to have this opportunity, and we're looking forward to a good ball game.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is sponsored by HSI Land Clearing and Development, Quality Fence Solutions, Jolly Realty, Innovative Pools,
Back here live at Blanton Memorial Stadium, Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, Craig Short, Jeff Johnson. A.J. Fulton's with me. He's over here getting ready for a big contest tonight, first of the season. Both teams come in 0-0, ready to start another great season of Mountaineer football, Lamont.
Oh, yeah. And, the thing is that this is a great test. We're hoping for a W as an outcome. But, this is a great test for us, the first game of the season for both squads. And so I just want us to play our best game. And I think if we play our best game and we eliminate turnovers, I think we're going to come out on top.
Let's thank to our sponsors for our pregame show, HSI Land Clearing and Development. They're always up for grading, clearing, erosion control. They're the best in Kings Mountain. HSI Land Clearing and Development. Quality Fence Solutions, just down the road in Bessemer City. They can help you with all your fencing needs. Jolly Realty, whether it's downtown Kings Mountain or uptown Charlotte, let them help you sell or buy a brand new home. And Innovative Pools of Kings Mountain, a brand new level of pools and spas. Matt Bailey can help your dream backyard come true. Guys, we got him, but then we lost him again. If we can get, I'm trying to get all my stuff in a row. My ducks keep scattering around me. Craig, glad to have you on the broadcast.
Hey, man. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Let me give you one of these.
Thank you.
Let me give you one of these.
Am I actually on here? Are they actually hearing me right now?
They are.
Yeah, you are. You sound very well.
Good. Welcome, Mountaineer fans.
And let me give you one of those. And then let's talk about the other games going on in the area tonight. South Point and Lincolnton. Lincolnton, a program that's been down for a few years. What are your feelings about this game?
I'm going to tell you, obviously we know how tough South Point's going to be. They're going to be good year in and year out. Lincolnton's on the rise. They feel really excited about the team they've got. I've been keeping up with them because I worked there for a few years, been keeping up with them on social media.
Right.
They had a really good year in the weight room, it seems like, in the off-season. Excited. That's a tough start for them, for Lincolnton, but I look for a pretty good game.
Right.
All right, another game going on in the county. Lamont, Forest View at Burns.
I got to tip it to Burns. Burns is going to be the only issue Burns is going to have is depth. They got a lot of their key players going both ways. I think we saw that in the Jamboree. They start wearing down quickly, even in the second quarter of the Jamboree on last week. But I got to go with Burns. They're just too athletic, and I think with the senior-led team, I'm tipping my hat to Burns.
All right, East Rutherford at West Henderson.
Well, I saw West Henderson live at the scrimmage, and I'm going to have to say, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to say maybe the Cavaliers in that one. I just don't know what to have, but boys, West Henderson's probably going to have a long year.
They are.
I feel for them that they played hard. I just don't know that they have a whole lot. So maybe the Cavaliers get back on track this year.
Yeah.
Starting this game.
I think this is their first year because they
played just JV last year.
Yeah,
no varsity.
Right.
Ashbrook at Concord, the Spiders and the Green Wave.
I got to go with Concord.
Spiders.
I got to go with Concord.
Hickory Ridge at Hunter Huss.
Woo! I'm going to go with Hickory Ridge. I think they're the Bulls. I'm going with them.
I think they're going to be – they got a receiver who's going – he's 4-star, could easily be a 5-star going to Chapel Hill. I see a blowout there.
Me too.
Yeah.
Now here's a game that Community School of Davison at Bessemer City, and Bessemer City, of course, is under their new head coach, Coach Short. He moved from Kings Mountain to Bessemer City to take on that new head coach and position.
Right.
You taking Community School of Davison or Bessemer City?
I'm taking the Jackets.
That's what I got to do. I got to root for Coach Short, and so proud of him getting the opportunity. Of course, he's homegrown, Kings Mountain man, but got to go with the Jackets. They got on the back of their helmets, the city. The city. So I had to go with the city.
Thomas Jefferson at Drawn.
Oh, that's a tough one right there.
That may be a defense. TJ lost a lot, but, with the receiver that went to Virginia and Drawn, I think it's going to be a ground and pound.
I do, and I think Drawn had a better year last year than they thought they were going to. I don't know a lot about each of them. I just know about historically.
Right.
That may be an interesting one. If we've got to make a pick, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna pick Drawn in that one.
Right.
Let's go to Lincoln County, High Brighton at East Lincoln.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Everybody's talking that East Lincoln may have something. They may make a run.
Yeah.
So,
is Beam still there?
He's helping.
He's helping.
He's running his warehouse,
right?
Wholesale warehouse. But he's got a son, maybe two playing.
Right.
And so he's been helping out. So that's bringing an added layer of expertise. So I think East is going to be good this year.
Yeah, and if East Lincoln have any passing game, that's probably where they get High Brighton. High Brighton's going to be simply run.
They're ground and pound, but they're going to be good too.
Oh yeah.
Big rivalry game, North Gaston at East Gaston.
Ooh.
The Wildcats and the Warriors tonight.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about that.
And it's at East Gaston.
I have here.
So
North Gaston, they're still young. They may be a year or two away.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to the home team just because it's the home team, but I think that's a coin flip, Drew, to be honest with you. I think that's a coin flip.
North Gaston did get their first conference win last year by beating Hunter Huss.
Exactly.
So that's got to be an upper trend.
They got a new coach.
That's what I was about to tell you. I shared with Drew last week. The guy that's there, his brother works for me at WC, and he's very positive. Got the program going in the right direction. They won their JV game last night, so they're feeling really good about that.
Yeah.
So
I've heard nothing but positive things.
Me too. Yeah.
Because Justin went to a college, right?
He's North Carolina Wesleyan.
Right.
The new head coach is Rothwell.
Okay.
He came from Berry Academy.
Well, I've heard nothing but positive things.
Great guy.
The Crest travels all the way to Morganton tonight to take on Freedom. I don't, from what I understand, Freedom doesn't have a whole lot to offer.
I think Crest the athleticism is, I'm not sure if it'll be a 50-0 blowout, but I think Crest will pretty much handle that as long as they don't beat themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
Craig, here's a game you used to care a little bit about, North Lincoln at West Lincoln. North Lincoln, West Lincoln.
I used to care a little bit. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was in another time.
And you probably still do.
I do. I've got some connections there. I'll tell you what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that West is really high on their team again this year, and I heard North looks really good too. So this looks like this will be a really good game from what I'm hearing.
Right.
But maybe I'm going to go with the Rebels. Got to go with the Rebels.
Avery County at Cherryville.
I have no idea. I know Cherryville is always,
Did I say Cherryville? I'm
You
terrible.
got to say Cherry.
Cherryville.
You say Cherryville, so they know you're not from there.
Exactly. But Cherryville.
Yeah, Cherryville.
Avery County, that's a mountain team. I think they probably would ground and pound and probably wear Cherryville out.
They probably will be a little larger than Cherryville up front. The first place I ever coached back in '96 with Tim Quattlebaum, so I got to go with
really?
Iron Men.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, wow.
And the last one I have on the list, definitely not all the games tonight, but Polk County, which we seen earlier,
Right.
at Newton Conover, which we seen earlier last week.
Yeah.
Based on what I've seen, I'm going with Polk County.
I'm going to Polk County because we scrimmaged them and because Newton Conover really was not any competition for Crest.
Well, let's take a break. We'll come back with more pregame right here from Blanton Memorial Stadium. Stay tuned. We got kickoff in about 25 minutes or so right here in Shelby, so stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is sponsored by HSI Land Clearing and Development, Quality Fence Solutions, Jolly Realty, Innovative Pools,